we are live now. Let's see. ठीक है, आवाज आ रही है. Wait a second.
And sanitize.
I'm going!
Sanitization incoming.
I smite you in the name of the law! No!
Scoured with prejudice.
मेरी खाल बहुत लंबी है, लगता है झटका देना पड़ेगा. ग्रेनेड लॉन्चर 2 वन में क्या जरूरत थी. चल भाई ग्रेनेड लॉन्चर 2 देखते हैं. ग्रेनेड लॉन्चर 2 लेवल 19. यूज करके देखते हैं थोड़ा समय, तब पता चल जाएगा. क्या भाई, क्या छुपा के रखे थे यहाँ पे? एकदम कोने कापचे मैंने इसीलिए मारा. हाँ गोभी. चलो आगे चलते हैं. ये ऐसे क्यों दिया है? अभी आगे चट्टान है, ये ऊपर आगे तक. नीचे जाऊंगा तो भी आगे जाना पड़ेगा. आगे चलते हैं. ये सैम मेरा दोस्त है, ये स्पेसशिप साफ करता है और ये कोई चर्च में काम करता है.
Great. Now I've got that tune stuck in my head.
और ये
Mega messy.
May the law have mercy on you! I won't!
Successfully resistant to cleaning efforts. Censorship mode activated. Resuming passive mode.
ठीक है. ये क्या है? ट्रांजिशन है ना, को नहीं जाना है. आसपास पहले सामान ढूंढ लूं. पता नहीं आवाज ठीक से आ रही है.
Alert! Turret alert!
Got him!
मेरे दोस्तों को भी लग जाता है लगता है. हाँ. वो वेपन जब मेरे दोस्त लोग डाउन हो जाएंगे तब यूज़ करूँगा। गोली बहुत सारे दे रहे हैं, लगता है चाहता है मैं लड़ूं। इधर साइड जाने के लिए आगे से
Cycle complete.
कुछ है यहाँ पे।
We got a fight on our hands.
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up. Sterling is this unit's middle name. Units never lay down on the job.
Oh my. ये वाला बहुत सर दर्द है। पार्टनर 2 का है, वी का है।
One order of frickin' fan coming up. Mega
This is bad! I'll take your confession now. मेरा इंजेक्शन इधर कैसे आ गया? मेरा इंजेक्शन ही खत्म हो गया। 40-50 ना। ओके, अब मुझे समझा।
ये इनहेलर से लेगा, अच्छा। मैं देखता हूँ दुकान होगी कहीं।
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled. Bag required.
I wonder what secrets.
Oh, got him!
कुछ सोचना पड़ेगा। हील कैसे करेगा? मूवमेंट स्पीड, वेपन अटैक स्पीड।
Clean cycle set to industrial stain.
Down
This
they
area
go.
has been sanitized.
Talar Bay.
Rising. Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
The trick is not to breathe.
बड़ा सुनसान है। इंसान छोड़ के चले गए क्या? ना ना, स्टील का ऑप्शन दे रहा है, मतलब है इधर। रहते हैं।
I think I'm gonna be sick.
बोल जाओ सर।
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
मैं वहीं
Help!
जाऊँगा।
Someone's been killed!
Not bad. लेकिन stealth 36 के लिए तो इतना चलेगा। 36 मेरा अभी भी 36 है, लेकिन ये वाला 15 पे 36 36 34 डिफेंस स्किल लॉक। मेरे को वर्क बेंच ढूंढना पड़ेगा। में सुई नंबर 1 पे लगेगी। अब समझो, इतना समय तो मैं समझा ही नहीं।
What a gruesome way to die.
Such a
Body
market
bag
for
dispenser empty. Please replace sack reel before disposing of any corpses.
पूरा था नीचे वाले अपार्टमेंट में लाश है।
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
ये अब ऊपर, ये नीचे तो मेरा हो गया। अब ऊपर सर्च करते हैं।
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball deposit. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long roundabout mostly following us, you'd be thankful.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh? You again! You've really got to stop doing that. You again! You've really...
चल चल ठीक है। मेरे कमरे में कुछ चुराने लायक है। कुछ चुराने लायक नहीं। हाँ, कोई है? अरे भाई, या तो अंदर आया तो बाहर है।
Easy does it.
हंटिंग राइफल अल्ट्रा, अल्ट्रा वो भी, लेकिन 163 ही तो है। लेवल 70 लेकिन ऐसे इतना कम क्यों है? अभी तो एनिमी इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग आ रहे हैं, अगर फार क्राई जैसा मारना रहेगा तो कैसे मारूंगा? अभी 163 है डैमेज पर सेकेंड, ठीक है। डैमेज पर शॉट 204 है, ओके। ये 38 है, ये 238 है। तो मतलब ग्रेनेड लॉन्चर जिससे भी कम लगेगा। और इसका 153 है, इसका 204। देखते हैं, बना के देखेंगे। बना तो ठीक है, नहीं बना तो नहीं बना। ऊपर भी सर्च मार दिया, लाश है कहाँ? वो तो नीचे कहीं है। सर्च फॉर क्लू। नई जगह है, को पता नहीं है। हाँ देखो, वेंडिंग मशीन। 29 112 409। मुझे और स्ट्रॉन्ग बंदूक चाहिए। करने का एक ऑप्शन होता है गेम मजा आ जाता है। वेपन भी निकाल एक तो अपग्रेड किया था, ये रहा रिवॉल्वर अपग्रेडेड वाला 173 निकाल कुछ बाय करना पड़ेगा, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा सामान गया लगता है। लेवल 3 भाई तो अभी तक पड़ा हुआ है मेरे पास। एक चांस देके देखते हैं। एक कुछ ज्वेल करके था वेपन, हाँ क्या है इसमें 116
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
क्यों सब लोग मुझसे डर रहे हैं?
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying. Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy. I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship is flown. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then? Well, thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave. Lucky you.
मच्छी मच्छी इधर मत गए। ओए माँ कौन है रे कुतरिया? साले को सुनाई दे रहा था। ओ साला कब से देख रहा है, सो कुछ सोच रहा हूँ क्या है रे?
Good day to you.
अगर आप मारो एक बाद में करना पड़ेगा।
We don't get me. Watch your step if you venture outside the walls. You don't look like Sublight.
We don't get many outsiders. Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
चलो इस जगह तो कुछ नहीं।
You don't look like someone.
मैं यहाँ से आया था, ठीक है। मैं 2 वेंडर ढूंढ चुका हूँ, सीधा जाना है। यहाँ पे एक दरवाजा है।
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly... Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper. No disagreement there, dearie. But Velma can be a little prickly. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed?
Are you in charge of handling medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized. Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
Nothing.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
So hard on her. The brat's missing.
Ah, patient. Sata chuha. Okay. मैंने अब ये वाला भी घर पार कर दिया, अब आगे वाला।
We don't get many outsiders.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths. I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
Wow, अभी मैंने हैक किया था।
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Dying.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
मैं मुंह पे चढ़ गया।
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
पूरा ढूंढ लेते हैं ना। ये हो गया। ये साइड कोई अपार्टमेंट एक ही है इधर इधर। उधर ही जा भी रहा हूँ क्या? हाँ उधर ही।
Velma seen out of sorts too?
It's always cranky.
fresh blood at last.
Could I get another advance? Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk, kind of like... Not beside...
Well, new... See...
That...
How...
You've often...
Clear my schedule. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not but... Now, Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but... Yes, freedom is a tempting idea.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you. Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent The plan she with a Bolt 52, if you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? Then it's good. It's a legal provision that
A necessary evil for the greater good of society.
That's exactly how the book. Yes. I've. Not for many. As. And. Most. But. It's humane. Any. Creating. No. Yeah, I moved for. Yet not.
My God, shut up.
I don't think I realized how far. I do. What? To be. I've. If. Is. I've discovered it's much easier to negotiate from a position of power. And I don't mean to leave MSI. What can I do?
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
सैम के पास पर्क नहीं है. अच्छा वेपन वो काफी तगड़ा है रे. 202. रिलोड भी चेक करा था भाई. अरे वो कहाँ चला गया लास्ट वाला. लास्ट कहाँ गई. अरे पार कहाँ. हाँ.
Ma'am, please, I need your help. I can pay. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. You have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Oh, I just knew you were a good person. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidon. Please, won't you? Thank you. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. And it...
लास्ट टाइम एक और पर्सन था. मुझे लगता है टाइम बेस भी रहता है. टाइम बेस भी रहता है मेरे को लगता है. कौन सा है. अभी ढूंढते हैं. लास्ट टाइम मैंने लेट किया था तो उसको खा डाले थे. एक इंसान था. पता नहीं अभी स्ट्रीम हो रहा है कि नहीं. रुक जाओ. सीधा लाल चीज आए. नहीं लाल चिन्ह स्ट्रीम हो रहा है. क्या है रे. अपग्रेड करने का नाटक रहता है इसका. इसकी माँ. ओके ओके डोकी डोकी. चलते हुए पेनल्टी नहीं लगनी चाहिए. रन एंड गन बहुत सही रहेगा. सब मशीन ला.
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
Deploying odor neutralizing. Aerosol spray now.
50 50 50 50. 5 पॉइंट बस 50. डिफेंस अब इसको रिपेयर करना है. रिपेयर रिपेयर रिपेयर. लेट्स गो. ये बच्चे को अभी ढूंढना पड़ेगा. मैं लेट नहीं कर सकता वरना उसको खा जाएंगे. लास्ट टाइम यही किया था. मैं सोचा नॉर्मल क्वेस्ट है, जब मन करेगा तब पार कर दूंगा.
Quietly now.
दुश्मन है ये.
On the job. Course detected.
I've had quite enough of you!
बहुत अच्छा. God damn.
Captain, to your right!
कौन है रे? तगड़ा मारा.
Units never lay down on the job. Bill. Object is tuned to be specialist.
लगता नहीं है कि कुछ और इशू है. इतना गंदा एम तो नहीं है मेरा.
And ready to kill German.
Get it up! Get it up!
Fate shines on us today.
इसको लग ही रहा था
Forget to
गलती कर.
wash your wounds. Pollutant purified.
कहाँ मारा रे? गायब ही हो गया क्या? अरे गायब ही हो गया लगता है. चल भाई बच्चे को ढूंढते हैं.
Who would like to die first?
You make it clean, Sam cleans it up.
Sometimes violence is the only way! A fine hit, Captain!
Counselor, Custer,
Well done.
your
Don't know about
vitals
headshots.
are
Still
in
alive.
disarray.
जल्दी से लूट के आओ. लूट के आओ. लूट के आओ. जल्दी 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 जल्दी. कहाँ मरा था? कहाँ मरा था? यार उसके पास स्नाइपर राइफल थी ना इसलिए. हट. not best choice. It's best choice.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it. Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shack. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. That's a nice way. You. The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Building में.
Disarray level analysis. Utter and total chaos.
Damn philosophists.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air.
सामान चुराया नहीं कि देखना फट से भाग के आएगा. नहीं है.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
Suppose I can look the other way. This time.
Let's see. कहाँ है स्टोरेज डिवाइस? ये है क्या? Still having machine में. वही जो मैं यूज़ कर रहा हूँ वही तो है मशीन में लगता है. Upgraded मेरा.
I don't have time for...
Ugh.
Move along. Good luck in all that you do.
This armor itches something awful.
Damage सिर्फ 19 है.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet blood.
So? You gotta boil it or you'll get sick. Then all that sweetness takes the air anyhow.
Nah, don't boil it. We're gonna get sick all the same. Might as well enjoy it.
Don't boil. Do you want the runs?
Better than tasting sulfur and dirt every day. You meditate today? Hope Zora sends me out next.
Never seen you before. Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak. It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business. That's it.
denting my skull would be a waste of perfectly good alcohol. I got 2 exes who'd vouch. Look, you want to buy the drinks? I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance. I can't repay no kindnesses now. Alright, so, I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the Hot Pole. You know what that is? This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. One side always facing Olympus, the other always facing away. Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off assloads of heat. Monarch's hot pole is the part that's closest to the gas giant. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcano's so high the peaks are in space. O2 breathers. The heat from Olympus is worse, though. Close your eyes, you can see rays bursting through your eyeballs. Little streaks of light. The funny thing is, I don't know. It was... You go on and tell yourself that. There's a great many things. I'll tell you, I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. Stands to reason they... Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bit. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found. Thereabouts. I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. Appreciate it, kid. I'll mark an outpost on you.
As you were.
This armor...
Dust accumulation. Thank you. This area...
ये रहा क्या कर रहा हूँ मेरे को ही नहीं पता।
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world? I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
माँ सेकंड ऑप्शन क्या मस्त है.
What in the nebula is wrong with you? She's an old woman. You'd threaten my flesh and blood just to get me to do what you want? That was not even close to funny. No, that is not gonna happen. I spent too many years there smothered by my mama's fears. Now that I'm free, nothing can change my mind. Stellar Bay is not my home. Not anymore. Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. You know, that might just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more.
Oh my, third option क्या खतरनाक है. हाँ शायद अंगूठी अंगूठी उचार के देगा अपना.
I hate to think of her grieving, but it'll be good for her to move on. In the long run, you know? Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. Worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
Carteritis.
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here.
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
शेयर करना पड़ेगा. देखते हैं दोनों रिप्लाई देखते हैं क्या बोलते हैं.
What are you saying? That doesn't make any sense. Why would my little boy say that? I do no such thing. I just want him safe with me. That's a mama's role, to care for her sweet... This doesn't sound like my Tucker at all. How do I know you're not lying? I've been worrying myself sick, and he's lounging in a bar? He wants me to think he's dead while he's partying with them iconoclasts? I need to think about this. I don't understand how it's all gone so wrong. Here's the reward I promised. Please, just leave me in peace.
Neutralize and sanitize.
अब कंट्रोल कर.
Oh, you're back. No, that can't be true. Not my little boy, not my baby. Wait, are you sure it wasn't someone else? Maybe my little boy's all right. How could you know it was him? That's Tucker's ring. His daddy gave it to him and he never took it off since. How did you... No, no, it can't be. He's not dead, not my child, not my sweet Tucker. I promise I always look out for him. Take the money. Just please leave me to grieve.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Carry on.
Unit was unable to complete scheduled sanitization service due to the following.
A fine day for business, anyway. But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Of course. Still, your intervention...
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could...
I could use a few and tell them myself.
Now what can I do for you? Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you? Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such. Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all. Nope, but a man can dream.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know. Right. Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well, well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than our special one-time offer for a refurbished sanitation unit. Remember, if it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
What in the... That thing talks?
Watch your step if you venture out.
Agnes seems quiet lately.
Poor Isaac.
Poor Isaac. We're safe inside these walls.
Caleb's doing the talking.
Talk to Caleb. He speaks for him.
New face, huh? You from off-world? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us? Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and world... Well, as long as we... But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't... I wouldn't doubt it. It's been days, but... You would do that? Sure thing. Not forever, but we've each saved up our... Fine. So far it's just...
Smells like rat in here.
Oh, it does work. If Velma's capable of running the... Hello again. And what a helpful young lady you are. Who's your lucky Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MS. Now I've gone and said too much. I'm a doctor. Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the cut. And to keep an extra key to the supply room. For all the times Dr. Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but I'll have you know, I'm very disappointed in you. There, and good riddance. That's the last help you're getting from Abigail Edwards.
टैब दबा रहा हूँ, काम क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? कन्वर्सेशन हो रहा है इसलिए क्या?
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above? More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? We'll be going a few more. That...
Long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the unreliable crew.
You look like a preacher. You a traveling vicar?
In a manner of speaking.
Stellar Bay had a vicar once. He took it upon himself to convince Graham's folk to come back to the corporate fold. A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive.
Can we talk? Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I'd buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap. Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Here we go! Save yourself, Captain! Quick!
Nice one!
No! Ah!
God damn it. मुझे फिर कन्वर्सेशन करना पड़ेगा उससे. हार्ड पे खेल रहा हूँ ना इसलिए ऐसा हो रहा है. फिर बकवास करेगी वो. जल्दी जल्दी करके भगा दूंगा.
Captain, hey. What's up? What's up? You want to? What?
इतना घाई किया कि चली गई. सब आ गए. एक तू आ जा, एक तू आ जा. तुम दोनों का एक क्वेश्चन है.
South here. Off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
Working!
Never anger a man of the cloth. We're not getting through.
This is new. Way the edges are burnt. I guess people did this, not the wilds.
Careful, you're hurt!
Captain! Damn!
कुछ दूर तक चला फिर गिर गया. मैं क्या करूं?
And we're stalking, and we're stalking.
Here we go. Here we go. Down they go.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider it.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits. No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to... Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand? Swell. We like quick-on-the-draw types like Ms. You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit. She's...
Keep your wits about you. This is sublight territory.
Fallbrook's great. Anything you want, they've got it. So long as you've got the bits.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Can you not see I'm walking here? Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs. I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest,
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
Smell like raw meat and got splotches of blood on them?
This thing. They started
They do
ordering
not
cans of
produce
Forstworst. Not now, you'll jinx my life. Hey! What do you think you're doing? All right.
Easy does it.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free?
I offer high quality and low price. Few. Yep.
अभी के लिए इतना ही